I grew up in a broken home with my grandmother. My mother had abandoned us when I was 4 months old, and we would occasionally live with her, but she was more interested in the men that she was seeing. Growing up like that, I felt very unstable and not secure or safe in my home life. As I grew into a teenager, I ended up getting pregnant at the age of 15 with my first daughter. Her name is Rain. She's 16 now. I had her when I was 16, and not having the safety, stability, or the balance in my life that I needed to help raise a little girl at the age of 16, I gave her to my grandmother and tried to do what I needed to do, but I didn't know what I was doing. I met a man and ended up getting addicted to heroin a few years later. I followed in that path for about 6 years with abuse, just slowly feeling worthless, and just looking for something that I couldn't find in anybody. I ended up leaving him after 6 years, and I wish I could say that's where my addiction ends, but it's not. I ended up getting into meth addiction, and I got pregnant again with my other baby. She is 6 now. I was 26 when this happened, so they're 10 years apart. But I couldn't do what I needed to do for her either, so I did what my mother did, and both of my daughters lived with my grandmother. Not knowing anything about how to raise children or be a good mom, that's what I knew. So I did that, and I ended up getting sober finally because I got pled into community sentencing and was not compliant for a while. But my probation officer had a little bit of faith in me and made me go to rehab. I went to rehab and got out, and I tried to find a place to take my daughter and me with me because my grandmother was very old, and she couldn't take care of her anymore. So my probation officer didn't want me living where I was living at with my daughter, but I had her, so I didn't know what else to do. And I had to give her back to my grandmother, and she told me she was going to place her in foster care if I couldn't figure something out. So I met Mr. Parker through a mutual friend, and he told me that if me and my grandmother could hold off just a little bit longer, that he would open a safe, stable, clean environment for me to raise my daughter in. And that's what I needed. I needed that so bad. So I moved into another sober living house for a while, and she stayed with my grandmother. I met Shelbie at a sober living house, and she was telling me, I only lasted a few days there, but she was telling me about how she was going to use and how her life was not going to keep going in the way she wanted if she didn't get out of there. And I thought, this is going to be the woman to open the house for me and my daughter. So I brought her to meet Mr. Parker, and November of 2022, she moved in and got everything set up for me, and me and my daughter moved in December 7th of 2022, and it was amazing, just the feeling of security and love and safety in that house. Just it was something I've always been looking for, and I finally found it. And so I stayed there for a little over a year, and I moved out. I got my own apartment. I completed my community sentencing. I got my GED, which is something I never thought I was smart enough to get. But the faith in that program in Orlando, Parker, is just the faith he had in me that I could do these things was what I needed in a father. So I did all those things. I graduated. I have both of my daughters with me now. Rain, my oldest, I didn't have her for about 13 years, but she's with me now, and we live in the cottages on 6th Street, and it's literally a dream I never thought I had, but it came true, and I'm very blessed. Now I get to help do whatever it is they need me to do. I wear many hats, but it says that I'm the assistant property manager, and I didn't think I could do that either, but I do that, and I do a lot, and I'm very thankful for where I am, and my purpose now is to help show people that this is possible. I'm 3 years and 5 months clean, and it's just amazing how when you have a little bit of support and a little bit of faith behind you and hope that somebody else can have in you, how far you can go.